All right, can Mr. Ladash come up to the podium, please? Or next to council, and can you all zoom the courtroom out so I can see? All right, thank you, that's fine. This is case number 235693201, the people of the state of Michigan versus Jonathan Ladash, and 02, the people versus Jaden Lorenzo Robinson. The defendants are charged with one count of something dealing with a motor vehicle, and today is the date set for sentencing as to each defendant. Appearances, please. Oh, wait, I might have messed up. I'm so sorry. Hold on. I messed up. You all give me 1 second. I forgot the I sent the prosecutor to the breakout. I forgot the prosecutor was talking to her witnesses. Let me let her come out. 1 second.
That's nice.
Okay. So I'm actually going to recall the case now that the prosecutor. Now that the prosecutor is present, this is case number 235693201, people versus Jonathan Ladash, and 02, the people versus Jaden Robinson. Defendants are each charged with one count of something dealing with the motor vehicle, and today is the date set for sentencing as to each defendant. All right, Ms. Ritter, your appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Christina Ritter on behalf of the people, key number 83505.
Mr. McRipley? No, not Mr. McRipley. Counsel on behalf of Mr. Ladash, defendant number 1.
Yes, good morning, Judge. Neighborhood Defender Service by Andrew Sullivan, standing in for Attorney of Record Jeff Konecki. My P number is P84261. Here representing Jonathan Laddick, who's present here in the courtroom. Mr. Laddick, can you state your name for the record? Jonathan Laddick.
All right, thank you.
Good morning. I'm sorry. Good morning, Judge Bryant G. Whitney McRipley on behalf of defendant number 2, Mr. Robinson.
All right, Ms. Ritter, what are the defendants charged with?
Judge, each defendant is charged with receiving and concealing stolen property motor vehicle.
No, because that's a felony, isn't it? No, that had to be dropped down to a misdemeanor. Is receiving and concealing motor vehicle, that's not a felony?
That is a felony, Judge. Hold on, Judge. I'm trying to pull up what they pled down to.
Okay, because yeah. Maybe, yeah. Madam Clerk, do you have the charge, the current charge, not the felony charge?
It says motor vehicle unlawful use, 90-day misdemeanor.
Okay, so they're charged with motor vehicle unlawful use. Today is the date set for sentencing. However, with respect to, oh, I know why I didn't do this. I'm gonna have to tell Ms. Stevenson. This is why I couldn't do this. With respect to the sentencing, I understand that there was no pre-sentence. Well, Mr. McRipley, you seem to think that there was a pre-sentence investigation ordered by the court, by the felony judge, but just not conducted. Did the felony judge order a pre-sentence investigation?
That's my notes reflect, Your Honor.
Okay, so.
And they gave us a sentencing date.
All right. And I am going to re-refer both defendants to probation for pre-sentence investigation. I was indicating that I was going to schedule that for, did I say the 19th or the 20th, Mr. McPherson?
The 19th, Your Honor.
I was going to schedule that for the 19th of September. And because we got to do a little bit of trying to locate defendant number 2. Counsel, is that a good day? Does that day work for the defender's services?
Yes, Judge, that's a good day for us.
All right. Since your client is present in the building, I want him to go across the hall to room 317 and schedule the pre-sentence investigation. And I don't think they'll be able to do it like right on the spot, but if they can at least schedule him since he's in the building. And then we will try to locate defendant number 2 and get him with his PSIR. But understand, with respect to defendant number 1, of course, whether we locate defendant number 2 or not, we will go ahead and do your sentencing with pre-sentence investigation. Okay? Anything further?
I'm
No,
sorry,
Your Honor.
Judge, what was that date?
September the 19th.
Thank you, Judge, nothing from the people.
All right. Then we're all set. Everyone have a great day. Stay safe.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day as well.
All right. Thank you. All right. I'm ready on Wilson. This is case number.
We're ready.
I'm ready on Willie Wilson, I should say. Case number 234444201, the people of the state of Michigan versus Willie Everett Wilson. The defendant is charged with 1 count of malicious destruction of property. Today is the date set for a pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, John and Christina Ritter on behalf of,
Mark
For
Lake.
the
on
record.
Ms. Ritter, I'm sorry.
for the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people. I also have the complainant witness present this morning. Ms. Johnson, can you unmute yourself and just state your name for the court?
Lynise Johnson.
Mr. Lakin, I'm sorry, your appearance, please.
Mark Lakin for Willie Wilson, P41147.
Mr. Wilson, unmute and state your name.
Willie Wilson
Mr. Wilson, is your middle name Everett?
Everett.
Thank you. Today is the date set for pretrial conference. Mr. Lakin, how are we proceeding?
Well, unless they're willing to dismiss, we are going to jury trial.
All right, the
Judge,
court,
if I may.
you may.
Your Honor, so I had an opportunity to speak with Ms. Johnson in the breakout room, and it's come to the people's attention that there was a prior dating relationship between the parties, so the people believe this is best suited for the domestic violence document.
All right, Ms. Silman, can you get a date from next door? The court is going to continue a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Wilson, and I will set a final pretrial conference before the Honorable Austin Garrett on the domestic violence docket. And I'm going to get a date for you in a moment. Mr. Wilson, I'm looking up at your ceiling and I don't want to.
I'm sorry.
While they're getting that date, Ms. Johnson, how did you log into court this morning? Did you put in a Zoom ID number or did you click on my name?
I went under the link where it had your name. It said you could either join the hearing or go live on YouTube. I joined the hearing.
All right, so you can do that same thing the next hearing, but you can instead of clicking on my name, you would click on Austin Garrett. There are 2 Garretts. Make sure you click on the male Austin Garrett. And then Mr. Wilson, the same for you. Did you use the Zoom ID or did you click on my name?
I actually used the Zoom ID.
All right, you can use that same Zoom ID number, except in the Zoom ID number, the 3 middle numbers. For my court, it said 339. For Judge Garrett's court, it'll just be 338 instead of 339. But let's get you a date. Madam Clerk,
The date is August the 3rd.
all right, August the 3rd. Is that a good day for you, Mr. Lakin?
It is.
All right, August the 3rd. What time, Madam Clerk? Ms. Silman?
I'm sorry, 8:30, Judge.
August the 3rd at 8:30, Judge Austin Garrett's courtroom. Now, Judge Austin Garrett won't be there that day. It will probably be Judge Joseph Baltimore, but it's still the domestic violence docket. Judge Baltimore is sitting in while Judge Garrett is on paternity leave. Okay, anything further?
Thank you,
No,
Judge.
thank you, Judge.
All right, then everyone is all set. Have a great day and stay safe. And Mr. Lakin, I don't know whose service you're on your way to, but sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Whoops. You know, Zoom makes it harder to do the removal. Okay, I'm ready on Mr. Champman Bay. This is case number 22-441-7501. The people of the state of Michigan versus first name Maki, M-A-K-H-I, last name Champman Bay. The defendant is charged with 1 count of assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for a pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
For the record, Your Honor, Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Mr. Makai Champman Bay. Mr. Champman Bay, sir, please unmute and tell the judge your full name.
You're not unmuted. You have to ask the jail to unmute you. We said unmute and state your name. Is that Mr. Schloff in my courtroom? That's who it looks like.
It is, Your Honor. Good to see you.
Okay, good to see you too. Your client is present, I understand as
Yes.
well. Did you receive the pre-sentence investigation?
We did, Your Honor. I've gone over it with him.
Okay, then we'll be ready for you in a moment.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, you should be able to state your name now, sir.
Kyle Chapman Bay.
Okay, thank you. All right, Ms. Stevenson, today is the day set for pretrial conference. How are we proceeding?
We would move for dismissal for the complainant's failure to appear, Your Honor.
Ms. Ritter?
Judge, I apologize. I must have an old docket. I don't see Mr. Champman Bay on my docket.
Oh, I don't know why he's the third one down from the top. You don't have him? The third one down?
Oh, that is, okay, I do see it on the docket. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Your Honor, it's at least a first schedule another pretrial conference. I'm going to respectfully request the court to adjourn the pretrial conference and give the complaining witness one more opportunity to appear before the court.
All right, today is the day set for pretrial conference. The complaining witness has not appeared. However, it is the first scheduling. The court is going to deny defense counsel's motion for dismissal. I will grant the people's request for a one-time adjournment, giving them an opportunity to locate and notify the complaining witness of the obligation that they appear before this court. I will set the matter for Wednesday, September the 13th. At 8:36, the complaining witness is required to appear. Failure of the complaining witness to appear will most likely result in the matter being dismissed unless the people have a valid explanation as to why the complaining witness could not appear or should not be required to appear. Bond will continue with no contact with the complaining witness. Anything further?
No, thank you, Judge.
Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Chapman Bay, I'm gonna ask that bond be set at $100, 10%. Right now, it's set at $7,000 personal. Our motion to do a 10% bond was denied at arraignment, Your Honor. Mr. Chapman Bay is incarcerated on another felony matter, goes back to court on August 8th.
All right, Ms. Ritter, anything from the people with respect to bond?
Judge, the people have no objection to the personal bond. I understand that the incident happened in the Wayne County Jail regarding this case. So I'm asking for, I don't believe it'd be possible for no contact, but at least a no assaultive contact if the complaining witness is still in the Wayne County Jail, Judge. I still have not confirmed that yet.
Court is going to grant defense counsel's motion to reduce the bond to 1,000. What did you ask me?
I asked the court to modify the $7,000 personal bond to a $100 10% bond.
Okay, yes. Court will amend the bond to $100 10% bond, no assaultive contact with the complaining witness if the complaining witness is still in the Wayne County Jail, and no contact with the complaining witness if the complaining witness is not still housed in the Wayne County Jail.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Ms. Ritter.
And then you said his felony court date is when?
August 8th, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Chapman Bay, I don't know what that particular situation is with the felony case, but if after your next court date, you do not remain in custody, then you need to Zoom into my courtroom on September 13th or appear in person to 36th District Court, courtroom 339. So if you're not in custody, then you need to Zoom in to me or come in person, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Anything further with respect to this matter?
No, thank you, Judge.
No,
All right.
thank you, Your Honor.
Bond amended, because it's not, well, I guess it's a reduction too, but bond amended to 110%. Okay, then we're all set. Have a great day, sir, despite where you are, and stay safe.
Thank you too.
Did you have an iPhone in your waiting room, which I believe is my client that needs to switch devices?
Maybe, but okay. Let's see. Because this check-in process was very stressful today. This check-in process was very stressful today. Yes, Officer Crafts.
Yes, Your Honor. You have Curtis McClain. He's here in person. He was the one on the phone. He's extremely out of dress code. He got a ride down here from Team Wellness.
Team Wellness don't know how to dress the people for court. Okay, when you say extremely out, can you? I'm gonna call the courtroom. I'll call the courtroom. Can you just tell me what that means? Hold on. Mute the courtroom. Okay, Ms. Stevenson, do you have a number for Mr. McClain? And we're gonna have to talk to Team Wellness.
I have the number that he called from this morning. I can try that one.
I don't think so. That might have been Team Wellness. Can you ask Mr. McClain, does he have a phone with him?
Yes, he does, Your Honor.
Okay, is that the phone he called Miss Stevenson from this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so he could actually sit in the hallway. She's gonna call him.
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'm ready on Boyer.
Is it okay if I move that iPhone to breakout, Your Honor?
Let me see. Can the
Okay.
person on the iPhone unmute and state your name?
Brianna Shenny.
Okay. Ma'am, go to breakout. So where am I sending her, Ms. Stevenson?
It doesn't matter since she
Oh, she
other
had,
device left.
okay, all right. So I'm gonna send you to breakout room number 1, Ms. Shannon.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
you're welcome. Oh, and then I have to tell you why our idea that we came up with this morning, I have to tell you why it won't work. Oh, she wasn't listening to me. All right. She wasn't listening. Wait, I don't want to do that. Okay, there we go. All right, this is case number 226008801, the people of the state of Michigan versus Brandon John Boyer. The defendant is charged with 1 count of guns, improper possession. Today is the date set for sentencing. Mr. Boyer also has, I don't even know what this means. Also known as Dion Hicks, and also known as different combinations of Frederick Page, according to the pre-sentence investigation report. And today is the day set for sentencing. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
James Schloff on behalf of Mr. Boyer, Judge.
And your P number, counsel?
I'm sorry, 30720.
No problem. And Mr. Boyer, can you state your name for the court?
Yes, ma'am. Brandon John Boyer.
All right. Thank you. Today is the day set for today is the day set for sentencing. The court has had an opportunity to review the pre-sentence report. With respect to the report itself, are there any additions, deletions, or corrections on behalf of the people?
Judge, the people had an opportunity to review the pre-sentence report, and I don't see any additions, deletions, or corrections on our end.
And on behalf of the defense, any additions, deletions, or corrections?
I've gone over the report with Mr. Boyer. I had the same questions as the court did as to different names. My client tells me as to Mr. Hicks and variations of the name Frederick Page. Those are not him. Those are when his, those are a brother of his who was using his name.
Oh, and that is probably what it was. So that's what. Ooh, I'm glad my sister never used my name. Then your name attached to stuff. Yeah, that's probably what happened. So those probably, Brandon Boyer is probably the alias of his brothers. So, you know, when they use his name. So unfortunately, it does get attached to him with the aliases, I guess. But okay, thank you for the explanation though, counsel. Any other additions, deletions, or corrections?
Yes, as to the 36th District Court driving without insurance, I reviewed that with him. He doesn't know about that one either, but I suggested that he check it out soon and see if it's him or not.
And are you referring to the one that says pending charges?
Yes.
All right, so Miss Sealman can look that up for you. Case number SP 134-52602, and we can let them know what it says. And then if it's in his name as opposed to one of these aliases names, he want to check it out and see. Okay. Sure. All right. Any other additions, deletions, or corrections?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Anything with respect to sentencing on behalf of the people?
Judge, with respect to sentencing, there is a plea agreement to 12 months of probation and any other terms or conditions set by the court. I did review the recommendations from probation, and I asked the court to adopt the recommendations, Your Honor. that probation has provided in the pre-sentence report on page 2. Also, Judge, just for the record, I did look up this offense, and this is not the offense that requires the person to forfeit any handgun. So I don't believe that'll be necessary regarding this offense.
All right, and thank you, counsel, because I was going to ask. Okay, with respect to sentencing, anything on behalf of the defense?
Just shortly, Your Honor, I have gone over the recommendations to the court. I have no objections to any of them. My client up to recently was a working man. He's now injured and has been unable to work. Does have a cane today present in court. I just asked the court to go along with the agreement in this matter.
All right, Mr. Boyer, would you like to make a statement on your own behalf? You don't have to, but you have a right to.
No, I'm fine, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Having had an opportunity to review the pre-sentence report, the court is going to sentence Mr. Boyer in the following manner. I am going to accept the recommendation despite his criminal history. I'm going to accept the recommendation of a 12-month probationary period. And the reason that I am doing that is because with the exception of one case, which is recent, most of his cases are drug and alcohol related offenses, which will bring me to another point a little later in the sentence. However, I will accept the recommendation for 12-month probationary period. That will place us with a final review date of July the 18th of 2024. And then I'm going to give him 2 midway review dates. So I'm going to give him his first review date is going to be October the 19th at 10 a.m. That'll be his first review. And actually that I'll just give that date. So what did I say? October 19th. All right. And then the court will impose the following conditions of your probation. Sir, you shall not violate any criminal law of any governmental unit. That means you can't get any new tickets or any new misdemeanor, I should say, traffic tickets or any new, cases from anywhere during the course of your probation. You must not leave the state of Michigan without permission from the court. You must notify probation immediately of any change of your address, phone number, or employment status. You must report to probation on a monthly basis. Additionally, you must pay the following fines, costs, and fees. The court is going to impose the mandatory cost of $210. Now, your counsels indicated that you currently cannot work. So the options that you have, I can still impose the fines, costs, and fees, and you can try to pay them over the 12 months period, or I can I can give you community service or alternative workforce instead of the other fines, costs, and fees. So what is your pleasure? I can tell you how much it would be. You can try to pay it, and then if you can't pay it, we can convert it later or we can convert it now. What do you want me to do?
How much is the fine?
So I would impose the following additional costs. I would impose counsel, you're appointed, right? You're with NDS?
No, I'm in private practice, but I am appointed.
Okay, thank you. You're right, you're in. So the court would impose a $100 attorney's fee, a $200 fine, no restitution. The supervision fees for 12 months would be $420. However, you would be eligible to be discharged early after 6 months. So if you were discharged early after 6 months, you would only pay, of the $420, you would only have to pay $210. And then the court would impose a $35 pre-sentence investigation fee. So the total fines, costs, and fees would be $965, and then you would have to pay $755 of that in order to get discharged by the 6-month mark. If I converted it to community service, then I would convert of the total amount. Whoops. I would convert $755 to 75 hours of community service. So that's how it would be. So you can pay $755, or you could do 75 hours of community service.
I'll take the 75 hours, Your Honor.
All right, so the court is going to convert $755 to 75 hours community service instead, okay? All right, and then the following conditions apply. You shall not use or possess any illegal substance. You shall not use or possess any marijuana without a valid medical marijuana card. You shall not use or possess any opiates without a valid prescription and letter of explanation from the doctor. You shall not drive without a valid driver's license. According to the pre-sentence report, your license is valid. You shall not use or possess any firearm. Now, you don't have to forfeit the weapon, but and I think it was a shotgun. So you have to leave that at home in a closet while you're on probation. You can't have it in your immediate possession. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then you shall attend and complete the Choices program through eVay. And you shall pay any outstanding tickets you have. They do say you have a $338 balance with the court. You have to pay that in full, or you can get on a payment plan for that. There is a recommendation that you submit to random urinalysis, and normally I wouldn't make you submit to urinalysis, but you failed to do so when they asked you to do so for the pre-sentence investigation. It says that they ordered you to go to ATS or referred you to ATS, and you never went. So what I'm going to do today, Mr. Boyer, is you have to go across the hall and test in our drug lab. And if I see the results are satisfactory to the court, then I won't make you drug test. But if they're not satisfactory, then I'm going to have you submit to urinalysis. So you must test today. What do I mean by satisfactory? I mean, most of y'all smoking weed. I don't understand it personally, but nonetheless, I need to see if you are engaging in any type of drugs that might necessitate a referral to the sobriety court or the drug treatment court. That's why I'm drug testing you. So I want to see what's in your system today, okay?
No problem.
All right, and then let me see. They did recommend. Oh, nope, they didn't. Okay, all right. We were going to mail you a copy of the probation order, Mr. Boyer, to the East Burns Street address. And then probation will contact you at the phone number ending in 8953 if they need to make any referrals for this probation, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything further?
No, thank you, Judge.
All right, then everyone is all set. Have a great day. Stay safe. And Mr. Boyer, you're going to wait for the lab referral, and then you're going to go across the hall to the lab, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good seeing you again.
All right, you as well. You as well, counsel. Okay, a lot of people came in the waiting room. How did that happen? And why? Okay, give me one moment. I'll be back. Good morning, council.
Hey, good morning. I just need your clerk to send me her email so I can send the dismissal form for Mr. Archer from yesterday.
Ms. Silman, can you put your email address in the chat for Mr. Toussaint?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Mr. LSL, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
You're here on Mr. Smith?
Yes,
All right, I'm trying to see if they sent me anything on him.
thank you.
Uh-oh, looks like my email not working. Hold on.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ms. Silman. I'll send you the dismissal now.
Ms. Stevenson, are you ready on Shannon? Oh, yes, I see her in there.
Yes,
Okay.
Your Honor, I'm ready on Brianna Shannon.
All right, Mr. Ellisell, I'm gonna bring your client in and then, so I'm gonna do Smith and then Shannon.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, it won't let me start my video. I don't know if that's from the court or something.
It was from me.
Okay,
You can start
okay.
it. Guess the Zoom bombers been finding something else to do because they haven't tried to come back in my courtroom, but that's okay. We still gonna use every precaution. All right, I'm ready on Smith. This is case number 21456390. The people of the state of Michigan versus Willie Smith Jr., the second or third, because sometimes it's cut off, and defendant is charged with one count of operating while intoxicated with an occupant under the age of 16 and driving while license suspended, revoked, denied. Today is the day set for review. Counsel, your appearance, please. Oops.
Your Honor, Lawrence Ellisell, 71355, with and on behalf of Mr. Willie Smith.
Mr. Smith, please unmute and state your name.
Willie Junior Smith III, Your Honor.
The third. I knew it was, it keeps getting cut off. All right, today is the day set for review. And with respect to the review, I did receive a report from probation. Mr. Smith III has completed all the terms and conditions of his probation, except he still has his entire balance. He was placed on probation for 12 months back in November. So he does still have till November, but do we need to do something different with that money? Because he still owes $1565.
No, as long as I can get it paid. I just ended up having to do an emergency situation, so I can still pay it. I just wanted to make sure I had done everything else in priority first.
Okay, and that's good because the money, though it is important, it's actually the least important to me. So I'll work with you with the money. And so I am glad that you did everything else. You have been testing with satisfactory results. However, you do have to keep testing because of the nature of the case. Yes, and I only have you testing once a month. That's as low as I can really go. So do you want me to just continue you to your November final review date?
Yeah, that's fine with me. I don't mind.
Okay.
Well, Your Honor, would he be eligible for at least getting halfway through and then we come back another time for another review if he pays his balance?
Yes, but when does he think he'll pay it? Because I don't want to just keep bringing him on my docket.
Of course. Mr. Smith, do you have a set time that you could pay it and we could return and ask the court to close out your probation?
Could we either end of next month, we could do a closeout then, or whatever's easiest for you guys. I don't want to.
Can we do 60 days, Your Honor? This way it'll be 2 months and this way we won't just come back.
All right. So let's see. 60 days puts us Wednesday, September 20th. I could continue to that day.
That would be helpful, please, Your Honor.
Okay. Oops. All right, so the court will continue the matter to September the 20th at 10 a.m. Anything further?
Nothing further. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, then you're welcome. Have a great day. Stay safe.
You as well.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're welcome. Okay. I'm ready on Shannon. All right, this is, whoops. This is case number 22-447-6801, the people of the state of Michigan versus Brianna Shannon. Defendant is charged with 1 count of assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for final pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people, and I also have the complainant witness present via Zoom this morning. Ms. Bryant, unmute yourself and state your name for the court, please.
Nyla Bryant.
Janice Stevenson, appearing on behalf of Ms. Brianna Shannon. Ms. Shannon, ma'am, please unmute and tell the judge your full name.
Brianna Shannon.
All right, today is the date set for final pretrial conference, and the matter is scheduled for 9/10, which indicates to the court that a trial has already been set. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, Ms. Shannon continues her plea of not guilty.
Court will continue the plea of not guilty and continue the matter to trial. What date is this trial scheduled for?
August 22nd, Your Honor.
All right, so the court will continue the matter to trial. However, I do have another case that is scheduled for jury trial that day. And at the last final pretrial, they were still trying to work it out. That's Mr. Razzouk, Ms. Ritter. What is the charge for that case?
Judge, I believe that was a drunk driving case.
So have you talked to Mr. Savage since that day?
I have not, Judge. I've called him, but I will do a follow-up call today. But I believe the court gave us another final pretrial.
I did the Friday before the case, though. I gave final pretrial the Friday before.
Yes, so yes, Judge. I'll follow up with Mr. Savage today.
So it sounded like that case may settle. What I will do is set this matter for another final pretrial conference, August the 18th. And if the Razzouk case does not settle, then I'm going to have to give another date for the trial. I have on Monday, August 28th, a Renzende. Do you know what we're trying to do with that case? That's an MFD trial.
I don't know yet, Your Honor. For some reason, I think that might have capious, but I'm gonna check.
Well, hold on. Well, did Renzende capious? Can you check, Miss Stillman? This is a trial that was scheduled for August the 28th.
Checking out, Judge.
So here will be the situation. I'm still going to set the final pretrial conference for this case for Friday, August the 18th. And not guilty. Final pretrial. Well, actually, it depends on what the clerk says about Mr. Renzende. So let me see if Renzende capious, then I'm going to move this case from the 22nd to the 28th.
Okay, Judge, what date is the trial? Because when I put it in, I don't see a Rosende, that's all.
August 28th.
Okay.
All right, got it.
No, it doesn't reflect the case.
Okay, does it reflect that the final pretrial conference was held?
It's a final pretrial on January 23rd, and then it's one scheduled for July the 28th. So final trial.
It's the final pretrial is scheduled for when?
Okay, they removed it from July the 28th to August the 25th.
Who removed it to August the 25th?
Whoever 090 is. That's,
Why would we, okay, can you send me the register? That doesn't make sense. If the person showed up, why would I put the final pretrial for the Friday before court? That doesn't make sense.
okay, I'll see the registry.
Okay, so with respect to this case, let's just go ahead and schedule it for the August the 18th final pretrial date at 9:10, and it seems that the trial date, the jury trial date will either be August the 22nd or August the 28th. But I need to see those two. Miss Bryant, is the unknowing of that date going to impact you at all in terms of getting time off work or anything?
No.
Okay, so then we're gonna know on August the 18th, the set date for the trial.
All right.
Okay. Anything further?
Not from the people, Judge. Thank you.
Nothing on behalf of Ms. Shannon. Thank you, Your Honor.
We're all set until August 18th at 9:10, and then I'll know the status of those other two scheduled cases. Have a great day. Stay safe. I don't have an oaths. Oh, yes, I do. All right. I'm ready on oaths. This is case number I'm sorry. This is case number 194455901. The people of the state of Michigan versus Dejan Quentin Oates. Defendant is charged with one count of retail fraud. Today is the date set for final pretrial conference appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Janice Stevenson on behalf of Mr. Dejan Oates. Mr. Oates, sir, please tell the judge your full name.
Dejan Oates,
What's your middle name, sir?
Dejan Quentin Oates.
Thank you. Today is the date set for final pretrial conference. This matter is scheduled at 9:10, which indicates to the court that Mr. Oates is scheduled for trial. What date is Mr. Oates' trial scheduled for? Oh, I see it. Monday, July 31st. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, so in preparation for the trial on July 31st, the people did have an opportunity to speak with a representative on behalf of Maya regarding the witnesses from this case. Understanding this is from 2019, the people wanted to confirm that the witnesses were still available that were necessary for this trial. Unfortunately, Your Honor, the witness that is necessary for this trial has passed away during COVID. So at this time, we will not be able to proceed based on the complainant witness being no longer available.
Ms. Stevenson?
Move for dismissal, Your Honor.
All right, the people have indicated that due to the death of their witness, they are unable to proceed. The court is going to grant defense counsel's motion. The matter is dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Oates, you're all set with this case, sir. Have a great day. Stay safe despite where you are.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Gregory Franco. I'm going to release Miss Kennedy.
That was actually supposed to be a transfer. I just wasn't sure if Mr. Franco appeared.
He did not.
Okay.
All right, good morning, Ms. Kennedy. You are the complaining witness with respect to an assault case and a B&E case with the defendant, Mr. Gregory Franco. Last name Gregory Franco, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Gregory Franco has not appeared. And at this time, I am going to adjourn the case because this is the first scheduling of the case on my docket. I'm also going to transfer the case to the docket of Austin Garrett,
Okay.
domestic violence docket. So where's the other case? What was the other case I transferred?
Mr. Willie Wilson.
Oh, I didn't even write it down. I want to put it on the docket for Judge Austin Garrett for August the 3rd.
Okay.
At 8:30. And if the defendant does not appear at that time, then the judge who is handling those cases will most likely issue a warrant for his arrest, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's make sure we note for the file that this is an adjournment because the defendant failed to appear. So that the judge will know that the defendant failed to appear this first time. All right, ma'am, you're all set. Have a great day. Stay safe.
All right, you too. Thank you.
Welcome. Okay. We're ready on Carrie.
Just 1 second. I'm gonna need to get Mr. Gregory on Carrie.
Are you?
See what it. Okay, I'll be ready on Carrie.
This is case number 164569902, the people of the state of Michigan versus Nina Ann Carey. The defendant is charged with 1 count of assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for an arraignment on a bench warrant, and Ms. Carey Capey is from, strike that, Miss Carey was never arraigned, so this really should have been set for arraignment. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Ms. Nina Carey. Ms. Carey, ma'am, please tell the judge your full name.
Nina Ann Carey.
All right. How are we proceeding?
Stands mute, waives a reading of the information, asks that a plea of not guilty be entered on her behalf, that the matter be set for pretrial conference, Your Honor, that if bond is posted, that be continued, otherwise would ask for personal bond, no contact with the complainant.
Court is going to enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Carey. Set the matter for pretrial conference. Court will set a pretrial conference. September the 13th. Hold on from that date. Strike that date. The court is going to set the pretrial conference for August the 17th. At 8:36, the complaining witness is required to appear. Failure of the complaining witness to appear, and strike that time. It should be 8:25. All right, this is an arraignment. I forgot I was giving a pretrial speech. Ask the bond, Ms. Ritter, anything?
Judge, if people have no objection to a personal bond, we're asking for no contact order for the complaining witness, Ms. Crystal Bailey.
Court is going to set bond in the amount of $3,000 personal bond, no contact with the complaining witness. Anything further?
No, thank you, Judge.
Nothing on behalf of Ms. Casey, Ms. Carey. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. And Ms. Carey, you're all set. You have a great day. Stay safe.
You do the same. Thank you.
You're welcome. Second. Ready on Sierra Daniels.
Ready on Daniels, Your Honor.
This is case number 224533901, the people of the state of Michigan versus Sierra Daniels. Defendant is charged with 1 count of malicious destruction of property. Today is the date set for pretrial conference appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Janice Stevenson on behalf of Sierra Daniels. Ms. Daniels, ma'am, please tell the judge your full name.
Yes.
Please say your full name,
Yes,
Ms. Daniels.
Ms. Daniels, hold on though. Yes to what? Are you listening to what we're saying today?
Yes, I thought she said, could she tell you my full name? I'm sorry.
Okay, state your name.
Sierra Daniels.
On behalf of Ms. Daniels, Your Honor, we would move for dismissal for the complainant's failure to appear.
Ms. Ritter.
Judge, it's the first scheduling of the pretrial conference. I respectfully request the court adjourn the pretrial conference to give the complaining witness one more opportunity to appear.
The court is going to deny defense counsel's motion for dismissal, grant the people's request for an adjournment, giving them an opportunity to notify the complaining witness of the obligation that they appear before the court. I am going to adjourn the pretrial conference to August the 17th. At 8:36, the complaining witness is required to appear Failure of the complaining witness to appear will most likely result in the matter being dismissed unless the people have a valid explanation as to why the complaining witness could not appear or should not be required to appear. Bond will continue with no contact with the complaining witness. Anything further?
No, thank you, Judge.
Nothing on behalf of Ms. Daniels. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Daniels, we're all set until August the 17th at 8:36 on Zoom. Have a great day, ma'am. Stay safe.
You too.
Thank you. Ready on Grimes. Did somebody log in, Ms. Terry? Did somebody do, is somebody logging in, Ms. Terry? Did she get to the treatment facility? Can we find out where Ms. Khadijah Terry is? Is she still in the jail? I need to know about Ms. Terry. All right, I'm ready on Grimes. This is case number 204567401. The people of the state of Michigan versus Spencer Lambert Grimes. Defendant is charged with 1 count of assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
And Your Honor, Austin Gregory, PA 5193 on behalf of Mr. Grimes, who's present by Zoom. Mr. Grimes, please state your full name for the record.
Spencer Lambert Grimes.
Thank you, sir. Today is the date set for pretrial conference. Mr. Gregory.
Your Honor, as this is a date and time set for a pretrial and the complaining witness is not present, we do move for dismissal at this time.
Ms. Ritter.
Judge, it's the first scheduling of the pretrial conference. I'll ask the court to adjourn the pretrial conference to give the complaining witness 1 more opportunity to appear before the court.
The court is going to deny defense counsel's motion for dismissal. I will grant the people's request for an adjournment, giving them an opportunity to locate and notify the complaining witness of the obligation that they appear before the court. The matter is set for August the 17th at 8:36. The complaining witness is required to appear. Failure of the complaining witness to appear will most likely result in the matter being dismissed unless the people have a valid explanation as to why the complaining witness could not appear or should not be required to appear. Bond will continue. Anything further with no contact with the complaining witness?
No, thank you, Judge.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Then we're all set. Mr. Grimes, have a great day. Stay safe.
Look, August 17th, right?
Yes, sir.
August 17th. Okay. 8:30.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. I'm ready on Haley. This is case number 234469502. The people of the state of Michigan versus Sharniqua Haley. The defendant is charged with 2 counts of assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for a pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
And Your Honor, Austin Gregory, P85193 on behalf of Ms. Haley, who's present by Zoom. Ms. Haley, please unmute and state your full name for the record.
Sharniqua Haley.
Today is the date set for pretrial conference, Mr. Gregory.
As this is a date and time set for pretrial conference and the complaining witness is not present, we do move for dismissal at this time.
Ms. Ritter.
Judge, it's the first scheduling of the pretrial conference. I ask the court to adjourn the pretrial conference to give the complaining witnesses 1 more opportunity to appear before the court.
Court is going to deny defense counsel's motion for dismissal, grant the people's request for an adjournment, giving an opportunity for them to locate and notify the complaining witnesses of their obligation to appear before the court. Matter is set for August the 17th at 8:36. The complaining witnesses are required to appear. Failure of the complaining witnesses to appear will most likely result in the matter being dismissed unless the people have a valid explanation as to why the complaining witnesses could not appear or should not be required to appear. Bond will continue with no contact with the complaining witnesses. Anything further?
Nothing further, Your Honor. And nothing further from the defense, Your Honor.
All right, then, Ms. Haley, you're all set. Have a great day. Stay safe.
You as well. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm ready on Roberson. This is case number 19463 0501, the people of the state of Michigan versus Russell Roberson. The defendant is charged with 1 count of assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Your Honor, Austin Gregory, PA 5193, on behalf of Mr. Roberson, who's present by Zoom. Mr. Roberson, please unmute and state your full name for the record. Unmute first, Mr. Roberson.
Sir, unmute. You came in unmuting. Now you can't unmute. Unmute.
State your name,
Thank
Mr. Roberson.
Lord, jeez.
I can't hear.
It's probably because you're outside. Unmute and state your name. Yeah, okay. Mhm. I mean, do you want to try to help him here? Because I'm not gonna,
Mr. Roberson, we can hear you, so please turn your volume up and just say your name.
He can't, because he can't even hear. He's outside, he can't hear you. Hold on. Let me just listen. We're gonna move him to breakout room number 1. We're gonna see if he goes, and you can help him because he can't hear. He can't hear us. Okay, let's do Miss Larry before you go, and then you can help him here.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Take him some headphones, Mr. Green.
I will, Your Honor.
I'm ready, or Larry. This is case number 652-3101. The people of the state of Michigan versus Vanessa Larry. And the defendant is charged with 1 count of unemployment compensation fraud. And today is the date set for an arraignment on a bench warrant. Appearances, please. Mr. Gregory, your appearance. It appears that Ms. Larry Capey is from a review.
Yes, Austin Gregory, PA 5193, on behalf of Ms. Larry, who is present by Zoom. Ms. Larry, please unmute and state your full name for the record.
Vanessa Larry.
All right, Ms. Larry Capey is at a review on, well, I think Capey is at a review on June 20th of this year.
No, I did not.
And Your Honor,
ma'am, be quiet.
No.
Yes, you did.
Your Honor, so June 20th, she did appear, but it was a rescheduling date. It was the court was rescheduling appearances or court dates for June 20th, and she's one of the people who got rescheduled to today.
Well, let me ask you this: how did she get arraignment on a bench warrant? So let's go through the rest.
There was a case before that.
Okay, right. So listen. Don't act like that. Don't act like she's not here on arraignment on a bench warrant and go tell me I didn't know I didn't. Okay, let me correct the date and get the date correct that she failed to appear for court, because Ms. Larry failed to appear. So hold on. She failed to appear for court February 14th, 2023. She failed to appear for court on February the 14th, 2023. A warrant was issued for her arrest. And then the matter was scheduled for April the 11th. And she failed to appear April 11th. And then the matter was scheduled for June 20th, and then the matters were adjourned from June 20th. So she failed to appear twice. I apologize for the date of that one failure to appear. It looked like we should have stuck with me thinking she only failed to appear once, but she failed to appear twice, and back in February and back in April. She owes $674 according to the report from probation, and she has failed to complete community service. Mr. Gregory?
And Your Honor, I do want to address that I was trying to stop you where you would only believe that it was one KPS, but
Oh, but no, it was missing, but go ahead.
But Your Honor, Ms. Larry has made strides recently to improve her status with probation. She's reported that she has 2 hours left of community service. She recently made a payment of close to roughly half of what the probation was, what the restitution was in her case. And she got a new job. She's working to finish this much more actively than previously. She again does have a local address and employment now, which is really important when you're talking about trying to pay off the restitution. We do ask that the court just set another review date. She is in contact with probation and has made significant strides in recent months to resolve this.
All right, let me just see. Ms. McCall sent an update on Ms. Larry that I did not forward, but I'm gonna pull it up. Come on, there we go. All right. So according to Ms. McCall, Ms. Larry, no, okay. Okay, yes, so this is as of yesterday. Ms. Larry still has a balance of $674 in restitution. She has completed 70 of the 72 hours for the community service. So she still has a balance of $674 and 2 hours of community service to complete. So what are we doing about, oops, I'm doing that on the wrong computer. What are we going to do about that, Mr. Gregory?
Your Honor, I would ask, especially in light that she has made active strides recently, I'd ask the court to set a review date with 3 months.
She's going to come.
Your Honor?
I said, is she going to come to the review date?
Yes, Your Honor. She will be there. And that is an amount of time that she needs in order to make the payments for her probation. Is that correct, Ms. Larry?
3 months, did you say? No, because it's not gonna take me that long. So let's say a month. So we can
We'll
get
say
this
3
over.
for now, Ms. Larry.
Now, I know she's not gonna say so we can get this over with after she failed to come 2 times. Now, I know we're not in a hurry now to get.
No, Judge Bryant, the second not appearing was because my court date went to my old address.
And whose responsibility is it to notify probation immediately of any change of their address, phone number, or employment status?
Oh, I've been where I'm at now for 7 years. So they sent this
then,
to
ma'am, don't tell me about, no, we didn't.
It went to a wrong
Ms. Larry,
address.
Ms. Larry, it doesn't.
Ms. Larry, let me tell
right
you
now.
something about me. Let me tell you something about Judge Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm anal when it comes to my job. I want to dot every I can and cross every T that pops up.
Yes, ma'am.
I told you the court date in court. We're not talking about any mail that might have came to your address. Ma'am, let's go through the register of action, because now that's what you are going to have me go through the register of action. So let's see. You were sentenced on July 20th, 2021, and at the time of the sentencing, I would have confirmed the address that was on the pre-sentence investigation. I would say, is this correct address? And then they would have, did it. Then we came, and you came for review on July 19th of 2020. Well, you came for review on November 16th. You came for review on July 19th. And on July 19th of 2022, out of my mouth, out of my own mouth, I said, okay, we're going to continue the review to February the 14th of 2023. So I'm confused as to why I would care about some mail that went to some address that you say was your wrong address.
Correct.
Because the address that you have been at for the last 7 years, that's the address that we have on this paperwork. That's the address we
Yes,
have.
ma'am.
Okay,
Yep.
so if I told you to come to court on July 14th, I don't know why we looking for mail. I don't know what we looking for in the mail. Nonetheless, I said come on February 14th. You didn't come. You didn't come. You said nope, I'm not coming, and you didn't come. It had nothing to do with the mail. And then I didn't issue a warrant for your arrest that day. I rescheduled it to another day, and then you still didn't come. But that's okay. Let's move on. That's why it's important a lot of times when you have a lawyer to let the lawyer talk for you, because when you say stuff, they already know what's going to cause me to give a speech, and telling me about some mail after I've given the date in court. Yeah, that's going to get a speech every time. Okay. So we're not in a hurry now because we've been waiting to do the case for a long time. So we're not in a hurry, but we're going to schedule the case. I'll continue the case. First of all, we will reinstate the probation, because probation needs to be reinstated, even though they've been allowing her to perform on a probation when she's been in warrant status. So that's a little confusing to me, but hey, we will set aside any warrant, recall any capias, reinstate the probation, and set the matter for September the 21st at 1:30. It's nothing gonna come in the mail. That's the date, September 21st at 1:30.
Do you mind if I walk to my calendar and write it on there?
I'll put you in a breakout room, and then you can put it on there, and then you can
September 21st, 1:30.
Yes, ma'am. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. Nothing further.
Okay, then we're all set. September 21st at 1:30. She's going to go to the breakout room, maybe.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're welcome. Okay, she's not going to the breakout room, but okay. Ma'am, just write it down. September 21st at
1:30. Yes, ma'am.
All right.
You're free to go, Ms. Leary.
Okay.
Don't worry. Okay, I'm ready on Meyer. Well, let me let some of these other people in. Oh, and then did you have to go to the breakout room? Oh, you was gonna help the young man get sound. Go ahead and help the young man get sound. I'm gonna send some of these other people to the breakout room. What is Meyer? Where's Meyer? Oh yeah, go ahead, because that might take a minute, Ms. Meyer.
Thank you.
All right, and I'll bring some of the other people back in. Does anybody see Miss Whisk on the docket? Miss Ritter, is that a witness of yours, Miss Whisk?
I wonder if that's Danielle Wilson.
Yeah, because that's not on my list.
Oh, you thinking it's Wilson?
I think that might be what it's supposed to be.
Oh, okay. Oh, because you probably changed her name?
No.
Oh.
Just a guess.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna change it. Did you all talk to Miss Wilson? Because she was in the courtroom earlier.
I did not.
Plus sign, okay. And then Curtis McLean, you spoke to him, right?
No, I didn't. So I think if I could have him in breakout, if he really is was trying to call him, but I see he's in the waiting room now.
Okay. And then all right. I need to look up Goodwin Jackson, see if they gave me anything.
Okay.
They did. I'm forwarding it to you now.
Thank you.
Why I won't click on here?
David Johnson.
I mean, did anybody ask you to unmute and state your name? Did anyone ask you to unmute and tell us your name? No one did. No one did. No one asked you that. Why isn't it letting me? Okay. Steve said it won't let me do it. Hold on. I'm on. Well, let me just say this. It's not in the format, so I got to read through it a little bit. I don't know what she still has to complete.
Okay.
So let's see. I'm gonna try to forward it to you again.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me see. Maybe it's because I had this over here. I don't know. Well, she has a pending trial on September 21st with Judge Perkins and a pending juvenile court hearing. She only completed one parenting class. Okay, so she got some stuff to do. I can't forward it to you.
Okay.
What? All right. Ms. Wilson, please state your name, please. I don't want anybody to tell me hello this morning when you first unmute. I want
I'm
you.
sorry.
That's okay. State your name, please.
Danielle Wilson.
Oh, Ms. Wilson, weren't you here earlier and I sent you to a breakout room?
You put me in the breakout room. My computer died and kicked me out of the computer. So I had to log in on my phone.
Okay. All right. I won't even. Okay. Ms. Goodwin Jackson. Identify yourself for the court, please.
Sharia Goodwin Jackson.
Thank you. State your name. I have to call. I guess I'm calling. If I'm calling the names, it don't make sense for them to tell me their name, do it? Ms. Modrick, state your name.
Cheryl Lynn Mousetrack.
Thank you. Now can the person on the phone who was interrupting court to say hello and tell us his name, can you tell us your name? Now you don't want to unmute when I'm asking you to unmute. Now you don't want to unmute. I know. That's how it is. I don't know who's on the telephone, but I'll send them to a breakout room. All right. I'm not going to enable the video yet because Mr. McLean does not have sound. I'm going to send the individuals to a breakout room. Please accept to join the breakout room and wait for the lawyers to come in to speak with you. Do not come out of the breakout room until you have spoken with a lawyer. I want to check for Ms. Modrick, but again, for some reason, my computer isn't letting me forward. I'll try again and see. Yeah, I'm not understanding. Okay. Ms. Modrick is finished.
Okay.
All right. Oh, that person is gone. Okay, I'm ready on Roberson and Meyer. Where? Oh, okay, yeah, Roberson and Meyer. This is case number 194630501, the people of the state of Michigan versus Russell Roberson. Defendant is charged with 1 count of assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for pretrial conference appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Mr. Russell Roberson.
I'm sorry, hold on. Oh, I must have already, okay. Go ahead, Ms. Stevenson.
Thank you, Janice Stevenson on behalf of Mr. Russell Roberson. Mr. Roberson, sir, please tell the judge your full name. Unmute Mr. Roberson, please.
Russell Roberson.
Ms. Stevenson.
Hello?
Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Roberson, we would move for dismissal for the complainant's failure to appear.
Ms. Ritter.
Judge, just at least the second scheduling of the pretrial conference, the court required the complaining witness, Mr. Lawrence Ray, to be present. I do not see Mr. Ray in the waiting room, and I don't believe Mr. Ray logged in this morning. So at this time, Judge, the people will not be able to proceed based on the complaining witness's failure to appear for the second scheduled pretrial conference.
Today is the day set for pretrial conference. The complaining witness was required to appear. They have failed to appear. The people have no explanation for the failure. They are unable to proceed at this time. The court is going to grant defense counsel's motion and dismiss the matter without prejudice for failure of the complaining witness to appear. Sir, we will mail you a copy of the order of dismissal for your records. Have a great day and stay safe.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Now, this is my situation with Mr. Roberson.
Okay.
I mean, not Mr. Roberson, I'm sorry, with Mr. McLean.
Okay.
Why is he logging in on Zoom? I said go in the hall and you were going to call him. I'm not going to keep bringing him in. Is Mr. Roberson is Mr. McLean still in the hallway?
Judge, Mr. Officer Crawford stepped out, so I'm not sure. You want me to check in? Here we go. Hold on.
Is Mr. McLean still in the hallway?
He's not in the hallway no more.
Why? Why is he not in the hallway?
He said his ride was coming, Your Honor, and he was not gonna miss it.
A mess. A mess. A mess. A mess. Okay, well, since he got in his ride, I'm gonna remove him from the courtroom.
Ms. Meyer got kicked out of Zoom and looks like the meeting is locked.
The meeting is not locked. The meeting is not locked.
Okay, she must be at the wrong place.
Yes, we're gonna keep doing this with Mr. McLean until he find out this warrant is getting ready to go out for his arrest.
I'll just call him right now.
Well, no, he keep on coming back. I want to talk to the person who's driving that vehicle. And then he's gonna keep coming back and he can't hear us. And then this is what I gotta put up with. This is what I have to put up with. Call Mr. McLean and see if he answers the phone. I'm going to remove him again so his phone can be free. He's not even looking at the screen half the time. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Okay, so he's trying to answer.
Okay, tell him hello.
Mr. McLean, this is Attorney Stevenson. Are you able to hear me, sir?
Yes, I sure can.
Okay,
Okay.
ask Mr. McLean who's driving that vehicle that he's doing.
Yes, I sure can.
Mr. McLean? Mr. McLean?
Yes, ma'am.
The court wants to know who's driving the vehicle you're riding in, sir?
Mr. Rich from Team Wellness.
All right, ask Mr. Rich from Team Wellness, why on God's green earth did he pick Mr. McLean up from court before Mr. McLean's court hearing?
Mr. Rich?
Mr. Rich. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, Mr. Rich. This is Attorney Janice Stevenson. You're a driver with Team Wellness?
Yes.
Sir, did you know that Mr. McLean had court this morning?
Yes. He was there.
Right. The court wants to know why you picked Mr. McLean up from the courthouse when he still had court.
There's not an answer.
The judge wants to know why you picked Mr. McLean up from court prior to his seeing the judge.
He called me. He told me he had it on Zoom. So I came back. Well, was coming to get him. Then he called me and said they called him in the court. So I didn't come.
Mr. Rich is indicating that he got a call from Mr. McLean that said he would be going to court on Zoom, which is why you picked him up.
And so now he's going to go to court in a moving vehicle.
So Mr. Rich, Mr. McLean cannot appear in front of the judge from a moving vehicle. Are you able to stop the vehicle?
Yes, it's stopped right now.
Okay. All right.
And then is he going to connect to Zoom? Because I'm going to have some words from Mr. McLean. Is he going to be able to connect to Zoom? Because now he can't even connect to the Zoom. This was ignorant.
So Mr. McLean, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so you have to be able to connect with your video and your audio.
How do I do that? I'm going
Exactly.
to-
That's why he should have stayed in court. Tell him that's exactly why he should have stayed in court.
Put in my ID number in.
Mr. McLean, hold on one second, sir. I cannot instruct you as to how to make your device connect you to Zoom. So you really, if you don't know how to come to court on Zoom, you have to come to court in person. Yes, sir. Are you able to return to the 36th District Court?
I got shorts on and a short sleeve shirt.
Just one second. He was improperly attired. That was the problem.
No, that wasn't the problem, because I specifically indicated that I was going to let him come to court because he came from Team Wellness.
So the judge would, because of the fact that you're over at Team Wellness, Mr. McLean, the judge will let you come to court. She'll make an exception to her dress code policy because
Ask
you're at
Mr.
Team
McLean,
Wellness.
why did he call for his ride?
So I gotta show back up.
And the judge wants to know why you called for your ride to pick you up rather than waiting in the hallway.
At the counter that I had to Zoom, and then I was on Zoom, and then I went back in because it was taking forever.
Okay, so Mr. McLean, hold on a second. So when Officer Crafts directs you to wait in the hallway, you kind of have to wait in the hallway, all right? Okay, all right.
So I gotta go back.
Should he return now, Your Honor?
I mean, we're going to be finished in a little while. I
How
don't
long
know.
would it take you guys to get back to the courthouse?
3 minutes, 2 minutes. I got 3 minutes.
3 minutes to return to the courthouse, Your Honor.
You said 30?
Three.
Okay. Can he come back to the court, please, and come up the stairs and wait like we told him to wait?
So Mr. McLean, you need to, thank you, Mr. Rich. Mr. McLean, you do need to return to the 36th District Court, go back to courtroom 339 and follow the officer's instructions, okay? Wait where Mr. Crafts tells you to wait patiently, sir, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Rich.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, blessed assurance. Let's try Miss Wilson again.
Okay.
And then we could bring Miss Mostrick out because she's finished.
Okay.
Miss Wilson, we can't even see you, ma'am. What's going on? Yeah, Zoom court has lost its appeal. Zoom court has lost its appeal. We're going to be coming back in person. This is case number. I can't even see. Who is this?
This is to be Danielle Wilson, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Yes, this is case number 234469501. The people of the state of Michigan versus Danielle Wilson. The defendant is charged with 1 count of assault or assault and battery. And today is the date set for a pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Ms. Danielle Wilson. Ms. Wilson, ma'am, please unmute and please tell the judge your full name.
Danielle Jennifer Wilson.
Today is the date set for pretrial conference. How are we proceeding?
On behalf of Ms. Wilson, Your Honor, we would move for dismissal for the complainant's failure to appear.
Ms. Ritter.
Judge, It's the first scheduling of the pretrial conference. I'm gonna ask the court to adjourn the pretrial conference to give the complaining witness one more opportunity to appear. And Your Honor, for the court's information, the second defendant was scheduled for August 17th for an adjourned pretrial conference.
Who was the co-defendant on Wilson?
Miss Haley,
Oh, okay.
under 8:30.
So Ms. Stevenson, did you all represent Ms. Haley?
I have, my note indicates that Ms. Haley should be here as well. Just one second, Judge.
Both here. I already did Ms. Haley's. Ma'am, put your
Oh,
phone
oh,
down.
oh, I'm sorry.
You just gonna
Okay.
text and stuff while we in court?
Hmm. Okay, thank you for that information, Your Honor. In that, oh, and Ms. Haley was defendant number 2. Our normal practice is to request that the court appoint counsel for for subsequent defendants. So we usually take defendant number 1, Your Honor. So I will leave that to the court's discretion as to which of these defendants we should represent.
I was waiting to see, I was just waiting. I was wondering if Ms. Wilson was gonna unmute herself and apologize to the court.
I'm sorry, I just picked my phone up. I have an interview to be at. And I'm not gonna be able to make it, so.
And apparently you blaming that on me.
No, ma'am.
Well, your attitude sucks. You talking to me random. You talking to me like I'm on the street. You talking to me like I ran into you in the neighborhood. You talking to me like I'm not Judge Lynise Bryant. So the fact that you scheduled an interview on the same day that you had court, that sounds like a poor choice and a bad decision. That sounds like a poor choice and a bad decision.
I did not
So
schedule
what
my.
you're not going to do is come into my courtroom and be disrespectful. That apology was, I guess I shouldn't have even mentioned it because it certainly wasn't sincere. So let me just help you with something. You can continue to come to my courtroom with a bad attitude, and it's only going to work out poorly for you. It's not going to work out poorly for me. It's only going to work out poorly for you. So when one has court, then you have to understand that court could take, I'm not even going to continue because she is really on her way to contempt. She is really on her way to contempt. So let's go ahead and let her come in person. Okay. We're going to come in person. So the court is going to adjourn Ms. Wilson's pretrial conference to next week. She's going to come in person. I'm going to set the matter for 8:34. She's going to come in person on let's see, today, oh, that's today. So we're going to come in person on Monday, July the 24th. And we're going to come at 8:34.
Your Honor.
24. At 8:34. Failure to appear is going to result in the bond being revoked, court issuing a capias, and the court is going to set the bond in the amount of $5,000 cash surety plus a GPS tether. Is there anything else for the record?
My mother has an appointment on Monday. She just had knee surgery and I have to drive her at 8:30 in the morning.
Okay, well, I mean, we all have to make choices. Is there anything else for the record? Because we wouldn't be dealing with the mother surgery if you was respectful today. So if you didn't come on my court today with your stanky attitude, if you didn't come on my court today with your disrespectful disposition, if you didn't come on my court today with your rude behavior, then it wouldn't even be an issue about your mother's surgery. Wouldn't even be an issue about your mother's surgery. So you're rude and disrespectful, Miss Wilson. You're rude and disrespectful. And the fact that you're talking right now shows me how rude and disrespectful you are. You have no contriteness about yourself. You have no humility about yourself. You're simply rude and disrespectful to the court. But there's never going to be a day that I allow you to come to my job and be rude and disrespectful to me without consequence. You're rude. You're disrespectful. I didn't charge you with the crime. I didn't set your court date for today. I showed up for work. And when I got up this morning to show up for work, I didn't say, let me put on a robe so Miss Wilson can be rude and disrespectful. Ms. Stevenson, I'm going to send Ms. Wilson back to the breakout room because if she say one more thing to me in her tone, she going to jail. So I'm gonna let her tell you about her mother. Because if she says one more thing to me in that tone, she's going to jail.
Okay.
There is an appropriate and respectful way to ask the court. If you turn your head from me one more time, I'm going to hold you in contempt. I promise you. I make a promise to you. We're going to take a recess. No, Miss Modrick, come on camera. I won't recess before I let you get discharged. Come on camera.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
No, I'm getting ready to do Miss Modrick first, and then you all can address the court. This is case number 204572601, the people of the state of Michigan versus Cheryl Lynn Modrick. The defendant is charged with one count of assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for review. Ms. Stevenson.
Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Ms. Cheryl Modrick. Good morning, Ms. Modrick, ma'am. Please unmute and tell the judge your full name.
Oh, I stopped. She can't unmute because I had to stop your client from going to jail. I was trying to stop your client from going to jail. Let me change the settings. Okay, now you should be able to unmute, Ms. Modrick. State your name.
Cheryl Lynn Mastruck.
Okay. Good morning, Ms. Modrick.
Good morning.
Today is the day set for review. I have an update from probation. Ms. Modrick was placed on probation. Oh, she was just placed on probation. She's not even eligible for the early discharge. I thought I was going to discharge you today. You knocked it out the ballpark. Wait a minute. Is this correct? Let's see. It says I placed her on probation for 12 months, which means I would have just placed her on probation in April. I just put you on probation in April.
Pretty much, yes.
Well,
Yes.
ma'am, you knocked it out the ballpark. I thought I was going to discharge you, but I can't discharge you. You've paid your money. You turned in some verification, medical verification. You did anger management. and you have reported as directed. I'm going to change your probation to a non-reporting probation, and I'm going to refund you any probation oversight fees that you have paid, that you have already paid. So she's only going to be charged 3 months of oversight fees. So I don't have her actual probation order, but April, May, June, July, she's only going to be charged 3 months of oversight fees. And then I'm going to waive the remainder. So that means we're going to owe you probably some money back. And then I'm going to set it out for the halfway point, which October, that's October. So what I'm going to do is put you on the docket for October the 5th at 1:30. For discharge. Great job, Ms. Mostrick. Great job. You did a great job. And then I'll see how much money we owe you, and I'll approve the refund of those oversight fees. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
Oh, you're very welcome, ma'am. You have a great day. Stay safe.
Okay, you as well. Thanks.
All right. Okay, Ms. Stevenson, go in the room with your client.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, Officer Crafts.
Mr. McLean is in the courtroom.
Can he go in the hall so Ms. Stevenson can call him? And can he stay in the hall until Ms. Stevenson calls him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right. Mr. Gregory, are you ready on Ms. Goodwin Jackson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. What did I do with my? Okay. Here we go. All right, let me turn it on. All right. Ms. Stevenson, are we ready to go back on the record with Ms. Wilson?
Yes, Your Honor, if it please the court.
All right, I'll do Wilson and then Goodwin Jackson. And then did you get a chance to speak to Mr. McLean yet?
Not yet. I'll do that as soon as I finish with Ms. Wilson.
Okay. All right, we're back on the record then with case number 234469501, the People versus Danielle Wilson. Ms. Stevenson?
Janice Stevenson, again appearing on behalf of Ms. Danielle Wilson. And Your Honor, we would ask that this matter, that if the court is not going to grant our motion to dismiss, we would ask that this matter be set for adjourned pretrial conference requiring the complainant's presence, along with the co-defendant, Ms. Sharniqua Haley, whose matter was heard this morning.
I apologize. You're asking me not to adjourn the matter to make have Ms. Wilson come in person, but to set it with the co-defendant?
I am, Your Honor. Yes, that is what I'm asking for, Your Honor. Ms. Wilson.
Why would I do that? Ms. Wilson was very rude and disrespectful.
For judicial economy, Your Honor, and I know that that's not the court's highest concern.
It's not even my concern, period. Ms. Wilson was rude, disrespectful, and it's not my concern, period.
I understand,
she doesn't know
Judge.
how to come to court on Zoom. She needs to come in person.
And she definitely,
for her any courtesy. I'm going to tell you the truth. That's a courtesy.
She will be coming to court in person going forward. We're just asking it be the same day as the co-defendant. Ms. Wilson just has too many stressors in her life, and at this point, we'll have to continue to learn to properly direct whatever kind of excess energy she has, and that's just going to be a process. But I would ask at this point, in that she's very, very, very upset at the entire situation, not the court itself, but at the case that brings her to court, and some other things that are going on in her life. But that doesn't have anything to do with me. It doesn't have anything to do with this court. It does not put Ms. Wilson in a position to improperly direct her frustrations. But in order for the case to keep moving, I would ask that we have adjourned pretrial conference the same day as Ms. Haley.
I'm going to deny your motion, your request, but I will move the adjourn date till Tuesday, July the 25th.
Okay, yeah, jury trial that day.
I'm going to move the date to Tuesday, July 25th at 8:34. Ms. Silman, you're going to send a notice to Ms. Carter that we need counsel appointed for Ms. Wilson, and let Ms. Carter know that the proceeding is in person. Let Ruth Carter know that the proceeding is in person. As I previously indicated, failure to appear will result in a warrant being issued and the KP is being set, the bond being set at $5,000 cash surety plus a GPS tether. Anything further?
Judge, is the court requiring the complaining witness's presence on Tuesday?
No.
Okay, nothing further from the people, Judge. Thank you.
We have nothing on behalf of Ms. Wilson. Thank the court very much.
Now, Ms. Ritter, that's just because I'm adjourning today's proceeding, so it'll proceed as though it was today.
Understood, Judge. Thank you.
All right, then we're all set. Have a great day and stay safe. All right, I'm ready on Ms. Goodwin Jackson, and you can speak to Mr. Myers.
Okay,
Mr.
thank you.
McLean, Mr.
Okay.
McLean. And then Ms. Myers doesn't have a plus sign, but did you all speak to her?
I did.
All right, I'm ready on Goodwin Jackson. Ms. Goodwin Jackson, start the video, please. In 5, 4, 3.
Ms. Goodwin Jackson, please start your video.
You felt like she was gonna listen to. Now, you know, if she turned it on at your voice, it's gonna irritate me. She ain't listen to me, but she gonna listen to you. She not listening to anybody because she's not at her device. She's not at her device. Okay. This is case number. I said start video, not unmute. This is case number 204405901, the people of the state of Michigan versus Sherelle Goodwin Jackson. Defendant is charged with 1 count of child abuse, 4th degree. Today is the date set for review. Mr. Gregory, your appearance, please.
Austin Gregory, PA 5193, on behalf of Ms. Goodwin Jackson, who's present by Zoom. Ms. Goodwin Jackson, please unmute and state your name for the record.
Sharia Goodwin Jackson.
Thank you.
Today is the date set for review. I don't know when I put Ms. Goodwin Jackson on probation because the report does not indicate that, but nonetheless, she has a trial date with Judge Perkins on 6 tickets for September 21st. She has a pending court hearing with juvenile court. She has only completed 1 of 14 parenting classes. She has completed the anger management, the outpatient treatment, the substance abuse evaluation, and the mental health evaluation. She has completed the 55 hours of community service. Mr. Gregory.
Yes, Your Honor. And she informed me that she was scheduled for the parenting class today, but because of the court case, or because of the hearing today, sorry, it was moved. She moved it to tomorrow, but she is actively working to complete that. And asked that the court continue probation to allow her to continue to finish out the orders of the court.
Madam Clerk, can you tell me when I placed Ms. Goodwin Jackson on probation?
Looks like August the 9th of, no, wait. One second. Okay, you placed on probation February 12th, 2020.
2000 and what?
2020.
Thank you.
Oh, that was Judge King that did that. You didn't place it on probation.
I need to see the register. I don't know how much time she has left. Does it say that I reinstated her probation?
I think at one point, that was what I was about to read off before, and it was incorrect. So.
I need to calculate how much time she has left. Because it doesn't say in the update.
Oh, this is the, so no, you did not, Judge.
Mr. Boyer isn't still in the court, is he?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
And the email should be on the screen.
Okay, thank you. All right, so she was sentenced on February 12th, 2020. Hold on. Let me do something. Okay. And then, I think she might be out of time. She was sentenced February 2020. And then in February 2021, it was scheduled for review. That's a year. She didn't come, and then April 6th, it was rescheduled. She didn't come, a warrant was issued. So that's a year. And then the warrant got set aside in October of 21. She KPS'd again. October 21, she failed to appear. She came back in 22, March. She's out of time. Is this a 1-year misdemeanor? We better hope this is a 1-year misdemeanor, or else she's out of time. And she keep not showing up. That's the problem. She keep not showing up. Back and forth, not showing up. So unless this is a 1-year misdemeanor, she's out of time.
I believe it is a 1 year. I'm looking it up right now, Your Honor.
All right. I'm sending Mr. Garrett to break out.
It is a 1-year misdemeanor, Your Honor.
Oh, that's that's just a blessing. Because you were getting ready to go to jail, Ms. Goodwin Jackson.
5 years probation.
That's what I was gonna say. It's a 1-year misdemeanor, so that's 5 years probation. Otherwise, you're going to jail because 2 years is up. Now you dragging this out. So, all right. So that's good. That is so I will extend her probation. Let me get back to the review. All right, so you've finally done a great job with respect to these conditions. So let me see what's left. She has open cases that are scheduled, so I'm not concerned about that. She also has this other case that's a family court matter, so I'm not concerned about that either. So the cases with Judge Perkins are scheduled. She must attend that September 21st court hearing. So for me, she looks like she only has 2 conditions left: to complete the parenting classes, which I'm sure is a part of that juvenile court case situation that she has to do parenting classes. Okay, so let's come back in October. Well, let's see. She has 13 parenting classes left to do. How often are the parenting classes?
There we go. No, go ahead, Ms. Goodwin Jackson.
Oh, they're every week.
Okay, so in order for her to complete the parenting classes, I would have to give her at least 14 weeks. I don't want to stretch her out that long, but let's see. Today is the 29th. No, today the 19th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And Your Honor, she has completed one and is scheduled to complete another one this week.
Okay, yeah, so 13 weeks puts us in October though. Well, 12 weeks puts us in October. July, August, September, October. I'll continue her to October so technically for me, she just needs to complete the parenting classes and attend that September 21st hearing with Judge Perkins. So I'll continue her to October. Let's continue her to October. If she goes every week, let's continue her to October 25th in case she has to skip a week or something.
Sure.
All right, let's continue her to October 25th.
And Your Honor, may I ask for an order for no assaultive contact with the complaining witness so she can have supervised visits as recommended by the family court?
Yeah, I think I had already did that, but if not, yes, she can have no assaultive contact. Definitely want her to be able to reunify with her children. Okay.
And you said
Awesome.
the time was 1:30. Is that correct, Your Honor?
Oh, actually, I didn't give a time. Let me see. What day did I give her? The 25th?
That's correct.
Let me see. Nope, October 25th will be, so actually, let's move her to October 26th, and yes, 1:30. October 26th at 1:30. So if you're finished with those parenting classes and you've attended that September 21st hearing, you'll be good with me, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay, then you're all set, Miss Goodwin Jackson. Have a great day. Stay safe.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I'm ready on McLean. Do we have anybody else in the, oh, Garrett. Oh, that's for the trial though. And then I don't know, I don't understand these telephones, but we'll see. Okay, I'm ready on McLean. This is case number 234454601, 4701, 4901, 5001, 5101. The people of the state of Michigan versus Curtis McLean. The defendant is charged in each case with 1 count of retail fraud. And today is the date set for pretrial conference as to each matter. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people and a representative on behalf of Rite Aid did appear this morning, Your Honor.
Yes.
Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Mr. Curtis McLean. Mr. McLean, sir, please tell the judge your full name.
Curtis Todd McLean, Your Honor.
All right, we finally got Mr. McLean back and situated. Today is the date set for pretrial conference as to each matter, and the complaining witness was present this morning. Ms. Stevenson?
Mr. McLean continues his plea of not guilty, Your Honor. We're asking that the matter be set for final pretrial conference, and we would like to be heard as to bond, Your Honor.
Court is going to continue not guilty, please. On behalf of Mr. McLean, set the matters for final pretrial conference, October the 18th. At 9:00 a.m. Discovery should be submitted to the defense by September the 18th. And then as to bond, Ms. Stevenson?
So thank you very much, Your Honor. I think that bond is set. Well, I'm not sure what the bond is, Your Honor, but I am a little bit concerned about Mr. McLean being able to remain at Team Jefferson. From what I'm able to gather, he's on a tether from Judge Thomas out of the circuit court.
Okay.
Mr. McLean's doing mental health court over there. They've tethered him to Team Jefferson, but
Mhm.
that case might be wrapping up August 9th, which means that Mr. McLean won't be able to stay over at Team Jefferson anymore. So I'm not sure exactly how to make this happen, but I am asking for that he be that this court order GPS tether and that he be tethered to Team Jefferson.
What is his current bond?
That's what I'm trying to find out, and I need Ms. Silman to help me.
The first two cases are personal bonds, and then the last case ending in 551 is 1,010%.
None of that is making sense. So he posted a bond, 1,010%.
He was given an administrative release by the jail.
Okay.
I forgot to say that part.
Okay, so on any other bonds that are to me, notwithstanding the monetary amount, does he have a tether on any of the bonds for my court?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so Ms. Stevenson, I will amend the bond on the $1,000 10% to a $1,000 personal bond plus a GPS tether to Team Wellness.
Okay, thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're very welcome. Anything further?
No, thank you, Judge.
Nothing on behalf, except just to apologize on behalf of Mr. McLean. He has a lot going on, definitely wants to resolve this matter. He gets confused, but he's trying because of the way things were rushing this morning. He didn't get his morning medication. Hopefully he's going to be able to get back over there and get that taken care of, Judge, but he does apologize for the confusion from earlier today.
Okay, no problem. And then, so you said he's participating in the circuit court's mental health treatment program?
He is, Your Honor.
So now one thing you should look up in your attempt to resolve these matters.
Okay.
Is his eligibility should he enter into a plea, because the complaining witness have appeared. So his eligibility for mental health treatment court, I don't know if he's going to be banned. I don't know if he's going to be unable to be accepted in our mental health treatment court if he's already participated in another mental health treatment court. I know for the sobriety court, you can't. For sobriety court, if you've participated in another sobriety court, you can't. Our funding won't let you come to our sobriety court.
Oh.
So just talk to the mental health case managers to see. So
Okay.
you'll know. I mean, you'll know in terms of having him resolve anything.
Okay.
There are different rules for mental health court than there are for sobriety court. So just check and see. Okay.
I will. Thank you very much for that information, Your Honor.
Okay. And Mr. McLean, no problem. We'll work with you. But you have to stay in court when you have to stay in court. They were going to come pick you up. I know you were nervous and stuff. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we're going to be all set to October the 18th. And then I changed your bond. So if your circuit court case resolves, you can stay at Team Wellness a little bit longer. Okay.
Okay, and can I say something on my
Yeah.
behalf?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So everything, I'm gonna be at Team Wellness for 3 months. So I go to court, because I'm actually trying to get more help for myself, and I'm trying to better my life because I was homeless out there, and I'm trying to get housing, I'm trying to get my disability back, I'm trying to get everything back that I was an addict out there, and if I could get drug court or mental health court, because I do got a lot of problems, Your Honor, and I apologize for stealing the stuff that I needed.
Hold on. Oh, blessed assurance. Okay, hold on. No, okay. I'm gonna stop you right there at that part. But we're gonna try to get you some help. So we're also gonna we'll work with well, let's see if he might qualify for the mental health court for us. And then, you know, if not, at the very least, we'll work with Mr. Patel to work with him with housing and all of those things. So we're gonna work with you, Mr. McLean, okay?
Okay,
All right, you're welcome. So now you're all set. Is your ride still here?
no, it is not. I gotta call him and he will be on his way to Team Jefferson.
Okay, call him. You can call him now.
Okay, I appreciate you for everything you've done for me, ma'am.
All right, no problem. All right, no problem. Okay, did we find out where Miss Terry is? Did we lose Miss Terry in the process of trying to get her to Naomi's nest?
Your Honor, I didn't get a response and I called.
Okay, let's call back. It's almost 12:30. Let's see if she's still in the jail or if they released her somewhere.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not sure who this iPhone is, but let's bring in the iPhone. Ms. Stevenson, can you write down this phone number? That's in the way.
Yes.
I brought that phone in a few times and I don't know, I don't remember who it is or whatever, but you can call him when you make your phone calls.
Okay.
Miss Ritter, are you?
Yes,
well,
I'm here, good.
Unless this phone call, did you hear me say that? Unless this iPhone is your witness, have your witnesses shown up for the trial?
No, not that I know of, Judge. But I just want to check my notes really quick, just so I may have notes about.
All right, Officer Kraus, are there any officers checked in on the Garrett trial?
No, Your Honor.
All right,
Did
the
Miss
iPhone went away.
Meyer ever make it back in?
No, that could have been her on that iPhone, but she keep on going and coming too. She needs to come in person
Okay. Would I get a
Friday.
okay?
Judge, the people are already on the trial whenever the court is ready.
Oh, Miss Stevenson, you can get Garrett.
Yes, Your Honor. Oh, I'll go in there just in case.
All right, I'm ready on Garrett. This is case number 164414401, the people of the state of Michigan versus Anthony Garrett. Defendant is charged with one count. Oh, Mr. Garrett, you were correct. Okay, I'm sorry. Defendant is charged with one count of driving while license suspended, revoked, denied, second offense notice. Today is the date set for trial. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Mr. Anthony Garrett. Mr. Garrett, sir, please unmute and tell the judge your full name.
Anthony Marcel Deontay Garrett.
All right, today's the day set for trial. Mr. Garrett, you were correct. I just opened up my book. Remember, Mr. Garrett came in this morning and I said, Mr. Garrett, too early. The trial is at 11:30. And I just opened up my book and I wrote in my book, 9 o'clock check-in. Mr. Garrett was correct this morning. We were all wrong this morning. He was
Sorry,
like,
Mr. Garrett.
right. He was probably like, no, Judge, you told me 9 o'clock, but I'm gonna go ahead and go. But yes, Mr. Garrett, I just saw it in my book. And so it should have been on the docket for 9 o'clock. When there's a 9 o'clock check-in, it should have been on the docket for 9 o'clock. Okay. So today is the date set for trial. Are the people ready to proceed?
Judge, today is the day set for trial. The people are not ready to proceed, but may I make a record?
You may.
Your Honor, so during the people's course of preparing this case for trial today, the people did inquire on the necessary officer witness that was needed for today's trial. I did call Michigan State Police to inquire about Trooper DeClerc. From my understanding, Your Honor, this case is from 2016, and I guess since then, the trooper has left MSP, and I don't have any further information as to if he went to another law enforcement agency or where he is, but we were unable to get any additional information regarding contacting Trooper DeClerc. So at this time, Your Honor, the people would not be able to proceed based on the unavailability of our witness.
Ms. Stevenson.
Thank you, Your Honor. Move for dismissal.
Today's the date set for trial, and the people have indicated that they are unable to locate their necessary witness and therefore are unable to proceed to trial. The court is going to grant defense counsel's motion. The matter is dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Garrett, we will mail you a copy of the order of dismissal for your records. Thank you. Have a great day. And yes, you were correct. Again, you were supposed to be here this morning, but thank you for your patience today. All right. Have a great day. Stay safe.
Thank you. You also.
Thank you. All right. And with that, the docket is, who are these people that just came in? What's your officer's name? It's not Thomas Red, is it?
No, Judge, that's not my truth.
Okay. Well, I don't know who that is. And this is Miss, they coming in at 12:30 with Khadijah Terry. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my goodness. And why isn't she at, where did I send Miss Terry to? Naomi's Nest?
Yes.
Hello, deputies. Deputy. And they gonna just log in.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. How are you?
Oh, I'm okay. I think you all have Khadijah Terry.
Yes, ma'am. They're escorting her to the chair now.
Oh, why y'all come so late? We finished.
Sir?
Yeah, why did y'all come so late? We're finished.
Oh, I was just advised from one of my partners that well, one of her, so I'm not too clear as to what the mishap was with that. Would you like her or?
Well, no, yeah, I need her, I guess. But my other question, if you could check it out for me, Deputy, is that I tethered her to Naomi's Nest. Can you find out? Is there any way for you to find out why she didn't go to Naomi's Nest?
Absolutely. If you can just give me a couple of minutes, I can look into that for you.
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem. Sorry about that, Your Honor.
That's okay. Thank you, Deputy.
You're welcome.
Okay, well, that's Miss Terry. Can the person on the iPhone unmute and state your name? Ooh. Can the person on the iPhone unmute and state your name? Can the person on the iPhone unmute and state your name? I'm locking my meeting, Ms. Stevenson.
Okay.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes.
You have a Jerry Marshall Points.
No, I don't. It's
Under-
12:30. It's 12:30. I don't have a Jerry Marshall Points. You can give him Miss Stevenson's phone number. Jerry Marshall Points is not. No, it's 12:30.
Yes, Your Honor.
That phone is Mr. David Johnson.
He's in person.
Is that the August 17th date, Your Honor, for Mr. Johnson?
No.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Johnson. No, I mean,
Okay.
quite frankly, did the complaining witness come today on Johnson? Do we know who the complaining witness is?
No, Judge, the complaint witness did not appear on David Johnson.
Who is the complaining witness? That's a retail fraud. Meyer was
Home
here.
Depot. Home Depot.
Oh. Okay, well, yeah, give him August, get a Home Depot a chance to come.
Excuse me, Your Honor, from Wayne County Jail.
Yes, ma'am.
According to Tether, they basically stated that she had to get screened for D-Win, and that just took place today.
Oh, for real?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm gonna adjourn her. I really want her at Naomi's Nest first before I sentence her.
Okay.
So let's adjourn Miss Terry to so you said she got screened today.
Yes, ma'am.
So is there a chance that she'll be there Friday, or should I adjourn her to Monday?
It's a great possibility, maybe Friday, but I would say Monday.
Okay, I'm gonna adjourn Miss Terry to Monday, so you all don't have to bring her to the chair. I'll adjourn her to Monday, July 24th.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, all right.
All right, have a great day. Stay safe.
Okay, you as well, Your Honor. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so Miss Terry is July 24th, 9 o'clock. Okay. All right, then now we're finished, right? Nobody else in the breakout, courtroom locked. Okay. And then you have somebody in the hallway, but they need to get the phone number, because I can't even imagine coming to court at 12:30 for 8:30 court hearing.